Hi, this is Eric Cressy with Competitor.com, and this is your Monday Minute. This week, we're going to be introducing you to an exercise that improves hip flexor function. It's called the wall Psoas hold. The Psoas is a very important hip flexor that you might not have heard of. The reason it's very important is because it's the only hip flexor that's active above 90 degrees of hip flexion. So traditionally, any kind of distance running really doesn't involve that much hip flexion. We might be dealing with 70 degrees as most. So it's really important for us to get these lesser known but very important hip flexors involved in our daily motions. And we tend to lose that over the course of time if we just long distance run. So with this exercise, what we're going to do is set up with our back against a wall. We want to make sure that we're not leaning back against the wall. We should be standing on our own 2 feet and not leaning. We're going to hug one knee up to the chest in this standing position, and then we're simply going to let go of it and do our best to maintain the position of that thigh above 90 degrees of hip flexion. So if you find that you're dropping down below 90 degrees, you might need to take a step back and try doing this position on your back until your stability and your flexibility improves so that you can do it effectively. Okay? So what we'll usually do is, rather than do this for reps like you might do with other mobilization exercises, we're simply going to hold for 15 to 20 seconds on each side. And when you do this correctly, you should feel it right up in the top part of your hip. You shouldn't be cramping to the outside of your hip, and likewise you shouldn't be dropping below 90 degrees of hip flexion. So give this a try in a couple of your warm-ups. It's not something where you're going to notice a huge change in performance, but what you will notice is that it's going to markedly reduce your risk of back pain over the course of your career. Check back next week for your next Monday Minute.